like an interviewer.
I know, this is odd.
I can't take it seriously.
We're just going to laugh this whole thing.
I know, but it's fine.
I'm Tre Jean-Marie, I'm a songwriter and producer, and I'm here with Perrie for PRS.
Hello, I am Perrie. I am a singer, now songwriter, and artist.
Before we get into solo stuff, before Little Mix, were you writing songs, or was that something you only explored after?
It's weird because I used to write songs when I was younger on my guitar a lot.
Yeah.
And it used to be quite indie, pop, girly.
This is so weird because I feel like I'm getting to know you. Like,
I know, because you've never.
Yeah, I've never
That's
asked.
so funny. Yeah, no, I used to write a lot of songs on my guitar, and I used to like watch The Voice a lot and X Factor a lot, and be like getting inspiration from people and just writing stuff. And then when I got in the band, because it was very pop girly, I did a bit of writing at the start, and then I think it kind of drifted off a little bit. Yeah. And it used to feel quite overwhelming in sessions, not because anybody made me feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
There was just like, there was 4 of us girls, plus maybe 2 top liners, writers, producers, and it felt like so many people in a room and so many voices, it was almost hard to be heard, and I was quite shy, so I didn't used to shout the loudest with my ideas. So I think in Little Mix, my writing kind of drifted off a lot, and Leanne and Jade took the reins a lot more with Little Mix stuff.
I was going to say, so obviously, from my experience with Little Mix and when I started working with the girls, it was generally, when I went into the sessions, it was generally Jade and Lee that were like, you know, writing, and then you come in and cut the songs and do the powerhouse vocals. But it has been really interesting this whole album period, working with you and watching you come into your own and stuff.
I know. It's been weird actually writing everything.
I know, and well, that's kind of what I was going to get onto. So obviously, last year at my camp, we wrote Me, Myself and You. Yeah. How was that for you? Because from my perspective, I don't know if you remember, but me, Lauren, Nina and Johnny, we were there before you, and we were obviously thinking what we're going to do today, but I feel like you came in with a real solid idea of what you wanted to do.
Oh, that is cute. Do you know what? I think that session came at a really good time because I'd written a lot for my album already. So 1, I had more confidence. 2, I was coming up with way more concept ideas myself. And 3, I knew what I was kind of missing on the album. So I knew what I wanted that wasn't there already. So I feel like coming into that session, I was like, and I actually had anxiety in the car on the way to your house.
Really? Yeah. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
And it's because I feel like because I'd done everything here in the house and it was like my safe zone. And then I came to yours for the writing camp. I only did a few sessions out of the house. Yeah. Other than the camp that I did in Weymouth, other than that, I never really went out to do that many sessions in London. So when I was in the car driving to your house, I was like, oh, this is weird, I'm out the house for a bit. Even that in itself, I was like, this is just bizarre. So then when I got there, I was kind of like, oh, what about the idea of doing this? But I feel like it was the best opportunity to do it because I felt really safe with you all as well. So it wasn't like a...
I love those guys.
Yeah, it was so nice.
How do you feel like them being there and their input shaped the song?
Oh, massively. Because I think it was just a nice conversation that we all had at first. And I think what I love about the song is it isn't because at the time, and I still am now, it's it's a journey with my anxiety. It wasn't a case of, I want to write a song that's I've overcome anxiety and it's not there anymore, because it's always going to be there. So I think it was more just being really open and honest about how anxiety actually makes me feel. But when you look back at the notes, or
it's like a therapy session.
It's like a therapy session. We were all shouting things out, and Nina was saying things, and then Lauren was saying things, and I was like, yeah, it's it makes my chest feel tight, and it feels like this. And I think I was talking about all the physical symptoms and the way it makes me feel and the thought process of it all, which is why all the notes that we wrote down are literally therapy. Yeah. But it was it felt good. I loved it.
I love that song, and the reaction has been great as well.
I know.
So I'm really happy it's been received well.
Me too. I love it.
This whole album in general, it's obviously been a whole new experience for you doing it by yourself, and it's been really nice actually to just watch you grow during this process. But just generally outside of that song, how have you found writing for yourself?
I've loved it.
Yeah.
I actually kind of wish I could go back in time and be pre-release and before I even launch with anything and just be in that bubble again, because I just loved it.
I feel like I've watched you become so much more confident in yourself as well. I mean, when was the first time? Do you remember when the first time we wrote was?
When we wrote together, I just remember the first time we recorded together was in Scotland.
Yes.
And it was like a man-made booth with sofas, sheets.
For One I've Been Missing.
Yeah.
But the first time we wrote, I think, would have been after that, and that would have been. It would have been. No.
Yeah, it would have been
It's
confetti.
that album. Yeah, it's that kind of
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was either No or maybe Between Us.
Oh yeah.
But
Between Us, I did a Zoom with you all, didn't I?
Yes, but watching you, just this process of this album, it's been a completely different. Do you feel like you've had to use a different hat, right, for yourself?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never would have thought I would write my own music.
Yeah.
Because like I said to the label at the start, I don't want to write anything. I just want to, because I went to see the Whitney movie, and it really inspired me. And she literally would just sit with her head of label and be like, yes, no, yes, no. And that's what I thought I would be. I thought I'd like A&R my album, but I didn't think I'd write it.
Yeah.
So I think the more I kind of did sessions with you, and the more I did sessions with like Jin and like people that I was familiar with and that I felt comfortable with, and then I started developing really amazing connections with people. And then I think because I think being creative, you have to feel comfortable and safe. 100%. If you're not, it's stiff. 100%. You can't force creativity, like you just can't. So yeah, I think I've learned a lot along the way, and I've had to be a lot more confident with my ideas and stuff.
I'm really seeing it, and the album sounds great.
Thanks. Well, you recorded the whole lot, so I hope it's sounding good.
What have you learned about songwriting or about the music industry in general during doing it solo that you maybe hadn't learned pre-Little Mix or during Little Mix?
Oh, gosh. Well, I was 17 when I got like in the band. Yeah. So I was a baby. I didn't understand what accountants were. I didn't understand what any of this was. And we had to have meetings with several people. And I just didn't understand the business side of it.
And obviously there's 4 of you, so you kind of just...
And there was a lot. And we had a shared bank account. So I never saw a PRS slip or anything, or royalty or anything for years. And now that I'm a solo artist, I actually look into it. And it's quite nice seeing it on paper. I like it. It's nice seeing it down, like what... I think it's important. Yeah. I think even the break from when Little Mix last released music to now, I think the industry is completely different. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I don't know what happened when I was away writing. Like a shift. Yeah, it was like a whole shift. And I wasn't aware of it until I came out with Forget About Us. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, wow, this is wild. Like it's completely
It's almost like
different.
You're a new artist again.
Yeah. And I knew that would be the case. I knew I was starting from like the ground up, which was expected. And that didn't scare me. That was just like new, and it was an adventure, and it was like the fear of the unknown for once I was actually excited about. Yeah. But yeah, I think the industry has definitely had a massive shift, and I wasn't prepared for that at all. But it's fine. We're knees deep in it now.
Yeah, and you're smashing it.
Thanks.
What advice do you have for new artists and songwriters? Oh,
my advice would be that the reason you start this industry and the reason you're in the position that you are already is because you have a passion and a love for music, for singing, for writing, for producing, whatever it is. That is fire in your belly to get you to where you want to be. Yeah. And I think a lot of that can get lost in our industry. And I think it's probably 20% doing what you love and singing and performing and all that jazz. And then the 80% is other things that I think artists aren't necessarily aware of. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just managing your expectations, but always keeping that fire in your belly and your passion and the reason for why you're there.
I love that.
So yeah.
What camera should I look at? And my advice, join PRS.
Well done. You did good. You didn't even laugh too much.